Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi Glorious, Ida and Para, G-Mac, Holistic Aaron, Diana, Carmen and Ali. I hope everyone is well. Today's Tuesday, so I will only be here once. I was streaming last night, my usual Monday evening stuff. Please, if you are not a subscriber yet and you like the channel, consider subscribing. I'm trying to reach 50,000. I'm getting there. We'll see. Keeping my fingers crossed. And if anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. Having said that, I'm sure all of you have heard that Fruitcake deployed the Marines. I think it's a mistake. And I mean, I didn't see anything. I have not seen anything yet, dream-wise. But a little while ago, in fact, right before I came on MSN, I didn't read it, but I'm assuming there's a poll number. They did a poll already. Not that I trust polls, but this one coincides with. I've been saying this since yesterday. I'm not sure if I said it here, but a couple of people who called me who were concerned about the deployment. I don't feel anything is going to happen because I saw some people standing on the highway from the Marines, standing on the highway and CA. So I don't feel they want to engage with civilians. And to a degree, I don't feel that's going to happen. But if that were to happen, that will be the demise of Fruitcake. And to a degree, that's what I feel. And right now, he's playing king, dictator, the whole thing all at once. And to a degree, I feel he's triggering even his base. Because not everyone believe in the smartest one and his base, they know doing this in California, he can do it in their states. And everything he's doing, he can do it to them too. They are beginning to catch on because the way they're looking at this, Fruitcake said he was going to go after criminals, but he's not doing that. Okay, right now he's, sending his people to arrest hardworking parents. They're not criminals. These people work hard. Can you imagine? There was a lady who used to live across from me when I was growing up, and she used to sew to earn extra money. Her husband had a job, but that's how she earned extra money to feed her family. Guys, that thing takes a toll on you. Because, she used to do it early in the morning. I don't know exactly. I don't remember either. It's been 54 years, 55. This is not the job you want to do. But these people are doing it. And that's who they are arresting. I'm just giving an example. There are a lot more. But the point I'm trying to make is his base. He's beginning to realize the way he's shifting. He promised one thing, he's doing another. He promised prosperity, he's impoverishing us. He promised, the world, first day the war was going to end in Ukraine, nothing. In fact, Putin feels emboldened and he's attacking Kiev. Well, not that he's attacked Kiev before, but from what I understand, there was a major attack overnight. There will be retaliation for that as well. Yes, Putin is going to cause a lot of damage. But my money is on the Ukrainians. No, I don't expect Trump, to do anything about it. But my friends, hang in there. Something I said a long time ago, those poll numbers will drop. And intuitively I feel the California thing and what's going to happen this weekend, spending millions and millions of dollars, for a party in D.C., when we are laying off government workers, take away services from our vets, among a whole bunch of other stuff. Health insurance, taking health insurance away from those who can't afford, or make it easy for everyone to have health insurance, because if you have a healthy society, you're way better off. And right now they're talking about Medicare as well. Okay, that big beautiful bill, they want to give tax incentive to Bezos and these people. That's what Trump did promise any of those. So his base is watching. They are paying attention. They don't like it. Watch those poll numbers. They're going to drop like a rock. That's my prediction. And he's not going to stop, because that little Gestapo guy he has around him is dedicated. I'm sure most of you have seen the video that's been going around when he was in high school, how he used to mistreat the Hispanic workers that used to work there. But thank you very much, Sophia TC, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. It's all going to come back to bite. And also, you know something? I was thinking about the money bag man. Do you guys remember I told you a long time ago, this guy is compromised, and we will find out. Fruitcake is beginning to realize he was being played. I mean, they played one another. And do you guys remember when I mentioned that once or twice? He was using his satellite services at the big house, okay, and among other places. It seems to me there is an investigation that's going to start, and they are okay. Fruitcake is beginning to realize the capacity of that stuff, and what he was told when Moneybag installed those antennas. They were not secure. He's just waking up to those things now. This is going to grow. And I just read right before I came, there are certain agencies that have been following him, monitoring him. And intuitively, I feel Fruitcake is going to do things to destroy him. They're going to destroy one another, but it feels like to me Fruitcake already kicked off his revenge plan to take him down. But they deserve one another. It's, in a sense, it's good for us, this country, because Moneybag is pretty evil. And I'm not going to repeat what I've said to you before, how I felt, what he was doing behind the scene, him sitting in a tower and be able to monitor anyone or do anything to you when it comes to your money, services you receive from the government, and all those kind of things. Even your car, they can cancel your license plate or direct the police to follow you anywhere. Anything is possible when you have, I don't know if they have that functionality yet, but I was thinking about this last night, how much power they can have, having a system that can, down to the single person level, they can communicate with cities, states, and up. They can do anything, how much power they have, or they could have. They're working on that stuff right now. What the status is, I don't know. Well, not that I don't know. How far they have gotten, I don't know. But I'm happy. That crazy guy, they got into a fight. And I was thinking about that this morning. It's in our best interest. It's like the hands of God working for us. Because Moneybag has his own goal, his own plans. He didn't care about anything Fruitcake wants. He's there to manipulate him, and he did a very good job until the drugs took over. But if you're watching what Fruitcake is doing, I was thinking and meditating. These days when I say I meditate, I don't really sit down and, no, I don't do that anymore. Well, I used to do it to see, because I learned how to meditate after maybe about 25, 30 years ago. But anyway, if you notice what Fruitcake is doing, we are no longer facing and protecting the country from external, from our anniversaries or anyone who want to do bad to us. We are taking the people on top of people we already have here, local security. We are merging them. He's using CA as a test bed. That is to create that uni-presidency that he wants. And there are a couple of things involved here. They don't care about science and research anymore because they have enough money. It doesn't have to be, any development, they're going to find out about it. If it's done in Europe, all it's going to take them is a plane flight, private jet to take them to Europe. You and I, we have a problem, okay? We die. And the proof is, look at what that guy who had his uncle and his father unalived, what he did yesterday. He removed everyone at NIH or CDC, I don't remember which medical agency that were in the vaccine advisory board. He removed them, okay? Among other things, medical, like warning us if there's a breakout of something, research for cancer, all those things. They are being dismantled by him because he doesn't believe in some of that stuff. But let me tell you, like I've always said, they give these people a worksheet, a list of things that they're supposed to dismantle. These lists were distributed from the Heritage Foundation people, okay? But the goal is, we don't care about the international community anymore. It's all about us. And that's why when you hear Trump say, I keep sleeping, I have to get used to it. Sorry, friends. But when he slept yesterday or the day before yesterday, because sometimes once he gets into that mode of, I know everything, I'm in charge, I make all the decisions. When he said he's deploying military and CA and any place else that he needs, that's what he means. CA first as a test to see how much he can get away with, and he's going to try it in other cities. It's not going to work. I mentioned Texas yesterday. There was major confrontation between, it's in Austin, Texas, in fact, major confrontation between civil population protesters, and the police. Among other cities, I'm getting Chicago. I don't know when this is going to start, but Chicago is going to take part as well, among a whole bunch of other places that are going to light up. And I am sure you guys watch TikTok. What veterans are saying and what they want. And I feel they're going to talk to their fellow brothers that are currently active and remind them, you don't serve a king, like Millie said. You serve the Constitution, your oath is for the Constitution. And intuitively I feel that's going to have a devastating effect on what Fruitcake is trying to do. I was very surprised. I did not copy the link to that video, but there are a number of people, veterans, they are angry already because of what he's doing to them. But they are saying this is not what they fought for. We don't want a king in this country. But that's what Fruitcake and his family, I was Fruitcake Jr. posted a picture this morning or last night, I don't recall exactly, on X, of an Asian gentleman or of Asian descent with some kind of either an automatic rifle, but they say long gun, something that's old, an old picture. It's probably when even that riot we had in California. I don't remember the name of that gentleman of that event, right? That's how old that picture is. He decided to use it as propaganda, as if this is something that happened either yesterday or sometime over the weekend to inflame people's emotions. The point I'm trying to make is these people are so dumb. They think inciting violence and the way they are spreading lies and propaganda, it's going to serve them. I got news for them. If something were to start, it's going to be difficult, like I've said that before, to put it out. But you can't control when something like that starts. But the goal is so that, to inflame the supporters, they go out and take action and do stupid things. And they think they're going to go to Mar-a-Lago or to their beautiful mansions and have fun. No. Baby Doc, after his father died, took the power, he had to leave. Yeah, I'm not making excuses for him. He used to come to my neighborhood before I came to this country. he loves to have fun. He's not into killing people, but his father was, because his father had mental problems. When the pressure got too much, the Haitian people didn't care anymore. They started taking to the streets with something which was something that never happened in Haiti before. He would either have to kill a whole slew of people or leave. And he left. And guess what? He became penniless in a foreign land. Yes, it took a little while, but he had to go back to Haiti, from what I hear. Unfortunately for him, he died in Haiti, but with not much money. But the problem is that stuff will come back to bite sooner or later. And the wannabe kings in this country, it took 20 years at least for whatever happened to Baby Doc. It's not going to take that long in this country to watch the failure of that family. That I can promise you. Intuitively, it's going to be so fast. And you know something? Bezos better be very careful, and those people, because in the coming year or two, guys, I love money. I am happy for them they have that much money. But when you people are doing what they are trying to do and continue to enrich themselves, people are watching. They take action. Intuitively, I feel their behavior triggered by money bag, people are paying attention. Not good. What I mean by Bezos better pay attention is because they have to lower their profile instead of showing off. I was reading in the newspaper, they had to block streets because he purchased that's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. But I'm pointing out what I feel can trigger people or is triggering people. They block traffic in order for them to use a crane to hoist furniture he purchased, to hoist those furnitures up to some, I don't know how many floors up. When I was reading that, I'm like, oh boy, it's good to enjoy your money. But given the situation in this country, they don't realize that, by the way. Okay? I would keep a low profile. You never hear Bill Gates do those things. I didn't even know he was the richest man before Moneybag. Until a couple of times this week I've heard it said on TV. I knew he had a lot of money. You never heard him do these things. He enjoyed his wealth with his family, and he's not greedy. But there is a level of greed among the new crop of super wealthy. It's not going to be healthy for them. The next couple of years, intuitively I feel, the mood of this country regarding these people is going to change. Like I said, I hope they lower their profile. They don't try to rob us and in order to enrich themselves. I don't think it's going to stop, but I'm just saying this country is going to change drastically in the coming few years. And the people you see are doing some of their biddings for them will be voted out of office. And things will change. That's my prediction. And I mentioned what Putin is doing. That's why I have to pay attention to time. I'm just going to put it in code because I don't want to say anything. He will receive some gifts from some people. because the people he's trying to kill I feel they have their own way of fighting back. They have other more shocking things to happen, and he won't be able to stop it. You know, have you ever noticed sometimes things happen? Or, you know, we do things sometimes like, oh my God, I should not have done this. How did this happen? And you're trying to explain it to you to yourself. How did I make that mistake? How did I do this? It's because we are not in charge of anything that happened in our lives. We think we do. Okay? There are energies that push us to do things. If it works out for the good, fine. But when you make a mistake that can affect our lives in a detrimental way, it's a problem. And that's what I'm saying is that's where Putin is heading. He's making mistakes. He's going to continue to make mistakes. And it feels like to me, every time he does something like he's been doing the past week, Ukraine has a way of responding. But intuitively, I feel, I have no way of validating this, we will see. There is something devastating that's coming for Putin and his entourage, and it won't have to do with killing poor Russian citizens. Ukraine doesn't want to do, which is smart, what Putin is doing. But you know what? It may render Putin defenseless. He can't, have difficulties fighting. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but as I was taking my shower and I was thinking about his actions in Ukraine, watch, I'm not saying it's going to happen this week, but this thing is going to have an escalatory path. And the way Ukraine is going about conducting the war is the right way. And they have more gifts. That's my prediction. And something that's been, I'm moving to the Supreme Court. I think we will find out about this too. I had difficulties believing or accepting somebody like Robert and other justices giving the level of the level of the intellectual level and knowing that democracy is better than everything else. I am concerned there is more behind the immunity they gave Trump. It feels like to me, intuitively, these guys have a pack, and they may accept changing this country, our democracy, to something else. I'm not saying this lightly, but unless I pressure the public, us, they realize if they do this, it's not going to end well. The same way you see people like MK, no, not MK, MJ, not MK, MJ, Mike Johnson. He does fruitcake's bidding for him. Not until something happens to force these people to change their mind, and it's coming. That's going to precipitate that breakup I told you guys about. I feel those justices, the conservative ones, are compromised. And what Justice Jackson, I mean, you know, these people, they don't believe in intuition and stuff like that. She said yesterday, I don't remember exactly when she said it, but I read it. They are looking for ways to give fruitcake a pass and everything. And I said that before. I said, those guys are looking any little room they can find to give him a pass, things that he's doing, but fruitcake doesn't care. He's going to take advantage of everything. But when I was reading about what she wrote, and they were talking about it in the article, it's intentional, and Robert is complicit. I don't see us going down the path of dictatorship. I still feel Heritage Foundation and fruitcake will fail. But we are at a scarier moment. I know I've said we are going through a scary time. The way I am seeing this, it's scarier today than ever before. Because, to be honest with you, I don't trust Robert. They are compromised in some ways, whether it's direct or indirect, with those who want to change our form of government. Let's see what happens, but I think they'll fail. Even if it doesn't happen tonight or overnight, it takes a little while. Even if it takes a while, they will fail. Because a group in that, you know, fruitcake space, a large percentage of them, they don't think, you know, the percentage that I told you won't leave him, that this would happen to him. And that's when, with the minute is, because you see, fruitcake is like, today is the poor immigrants. Tomorrow it's going to be people of color, and then poor whites, and then, you know, they never stop because they want control, 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 control. Okay? As I'm saying this, I don't think we're going to get there, but that's their plan, to control everyone. He's using the base right now to get what he wants, to go to California and do the things that he's doing. Because according to him, what he's hearing is, oh yes, we're with you, go for it. But these people too, although a large percentage of them, are beginning to realize what he's doing. But the rest will feel it, would feel it. And they would turn on him too. He would lose support there if things were to go his way. But I don't think it's going to take that long. Let's keep our fingers crossed, because according to experts, you only need 1% of the population to make a major change. Going out, protest on a consistent basis. But that's what these guys are thinking. And his supporters who think that we are exempt, tell him to do some more, yeah, they will get theirs too. It's a matter of when. Because I see them on Twitter saying, we don't care what happens, at any cost, kick those people out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would kick these people out today. But SCOTUS is built for everyone. Today it's just happened to be immigrant. like Fruitcake said, American citizens, he will send them there too. But let's see what happens. I don't think it's going to get there. I don't mean to scare anyone. But remember, I feel some of our justices are not on the level. As far as P-Diddy is concerned, I don't see any change. The same thing. They can bash, the defense can bash some of those new people testifying, but that's their job. Oh, do you guys remember I told you the jury is focused on what the people who are testifying are saying, and yes, you can dismantle them, but they have specific information they're watching and for people to corroborate or say this never happens. I read last night that the juries were making faces when Diddy's lawyers were trying to have the case dismissed. They were like, well, I'm just going to tell you what I feel intuitively. Since I wasn't there, I was reading it. It's like, when something unpleasant happens and you're making face like, what's wrong with him? You're getting, you're getting what's due. You messed around too much. That's the impression I get. They think he's an animal based on the way he treated those women. Whether there are some that are still in love with him for whatever reason. I heard there's one of them, she won't testify because she's still in love with him. But regardless, they don't care. They are focusing on certain parameters, data points. What they are waiting for and looking for is somebody to say, oh no, he never had sex with anybody, he never hired any prostitutes or anything. That's what they're looking for. Somebody to dismantle it. The notion that, oh yes, he had a prostitute and she said, they came June 20th, but they came in February. They don't care. The time, to me, intuitively, when I focus on them, is irrelevant to them. Is it true? Did it happen? Interstate? Whatever the charge is for that, done. Yeah, I told you, but I thought I would share that tidbit because to me it's important intuitively that they are focusing, they know what they're looking for. So they knew the notion that the judge dismissing the case at this point is baloney. And they didn't think he deserves, Diddy, that is, for the case to be dismissed. Bad news for him, intuitively I feel. That's the only thing I have as far as Diddy is concerned, but I'm still seeing bars. Please allow me, if I see those bars disappear, I will tell you. I'm not changing my mind. We live, regardless of how we see things. My mom used to say that was my mom's way of seeing astrology. She knew squat about astrology. I didn't know either until my mother said, don't forget the moon can change. The moon can change phase. So, meaning, if, let's say, for example, the fruitcake guy, and a couple of astrologers, and I was looking at his chart to see, what's coming. I didn't spend a lot of time, okay? Yeah, being honest. And they said he's going to have a tough summer. And I'm like, oh, geez, yeah, this guy's going to be pretty aggressive because of, one of you did say that too, and I had to go and take a look last night. That was my mom thing. Once Mars gets out of that position that it's in right now, okay, things are going to change. And that was my mom's way of saying, things can change. Today, he made, like fruitcake, okay, besides Mars, but he's lucky. remember the name of the star. Not Al Gore, but there's this star. I don't remember the name of it right now. That's close to his first house, and he's lucky and all that kind of stuff. But he's abusing his luck. Sooner or later, it's going to catch up with you. And that's what's coming. If you do the right thing, you're going to continue to be lucky and everything. But that protection, that star has been able to protect him all that time, but he's not using it the right way. The forces that are helping him. Look at how he escaped going to prison. But my friends, he continues doing the same thing. He didn't change. Oh yeah, he will suffer the consequences. Trust me. The only way he wants, 2 feet forward, 6 feet under. So the same thing for Diddy. Unfortunately, whatever start Fruitcake has in his first house or close to his son or something like that, he doesn't have it. He's lucky, making money. This doesn't happen just out of the blue. Yeah, Diddy's going to have problems. So if the moon changes phase and I don't see the bars, I'll let you know. So this is my, oh my God. Time flew by, sorry. But that's my prediction for Diddy. Okay. Diana says, Milu, seen news about data mining company receiving personal data and Elonia. Yeah, data collection. Oh, I told you guys about this. JDNP. Yeah, Thiel, yeah. Matt, could that be meeting on purpose? Oh, yes. I've been telling you that, guys, for a long time. And that's what I was talking about earlier. When I said, I told you I saw him sitting in a room where they have many screens. He was in charge of that stuff. That's why I'm saying we are lucky. This guy and Fruitcake are no longer friends. We are lucky. We'll look back a year or two before. I mean, from now. Okay? And we'll realize how lucky we were. This is what I'm getting. Will Fruitcake pardon Diddy? The money is ready to pay him, but it feels like to me he's getting a lot of pushback not to do it because he declared his intention. That was on purpose. When Fruitcake says he would pardon him, okay, that was a signal to his family. If the money is right, we will make a deal. Yeah, this was not done. That was not said by mistake or out of the goodness of his heart. No, it was a message to get your money ready. And you know something? I meant to mention this. There are a couple of things that I've been meaning to mention, but I'll do tomorrow. Time is flying. Newsom, I feel, is approaching this the right way. He's calling out Fruitcake for the liar that he is. Yesterday, he basically, this is the first high-level official in this country I heard that called Fruitcake a pathological liar. And I think that was the right thing to do, believe it or not. If you notice, Kissinger, oh my God, the Congress lady, Liz Cheney, these people, they stand up and they dare him. He backs off. Have you heard much about going after these people lately? It's because he doesn't know. He is unsure of what they have on him. Okay? Sheriff 522 says, Milu, whenever Fruitcake says he's taking it into consideration, exactly. Thank you. You got him exactly, Sheriff 522. Exactly. The minute he said he's thinking about it, otherwise he would have told you that. Just like the money bag was sending signal, it seemed like, okay, can we be friends again? And he slapped them down. No. Okay, Stephanie says taco. Myron Landis says, I think the Pope sold out a stadium on June 14th in Chicago. I'm not surprised. Oh, the Pope, I told you guys the Pope was coming. But that's a lot sooner than I thought, though. Wow, oh yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh Lord, that's his hometown. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. I think this is it, friends. If those of you, if you guys, some people, if you have questions about something I said or I didn't finish explaining it, please post it in the comment and I will explain. Thank you everyone for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmedia.com. If you like what I do, if you like the channel, please donate and support me and support the channel. I'm trying to get 50,000. Oh, I thought the number was up there. So please, if you like the channel and you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing because I'm almost there. Keeping my fingers crossed, I'll do it sooner rather than later. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow unless something major happens later, because we are in a very dynamic situation now going forward. I was thinking about it last night. I may have to drop short, not short like 1 minute videos. No, I don't like those because I don't think they have it. I mean, if you're trying to be, if you're telling jokes, I'm not good at telling jokes. I'm lousy, in fact. But I will make shorter videos if there is anything I feel is pressing. So thank you, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye.